Good evening, folks. All right. Oh, it's Ingrid, is it? Ingrid and Thomas, yeah? Fucking A. Cool. Yeah, came out. Yeah, they're not just anybody. Have you heard of that, what's it called, the Potet-Schellen, is it? Where you go down, they remove a kidney because it costs so much to eat there. You know the place? It's fucking expensive, and they serve you a course which you can fit on your little finger. And they're like, that's 1,000 kronas. You're like, yummy. Excellent. Cool. It's good to be here back in Bergen, the fucking rainiest place on the planet, huh? Yeah, got off the bus. We were just in Kristiansand last night. Got here, it just rained the entire day. You guys are there? Yep. It's the only place I've actually seen on the planet where you guys can actually make gum boots, what we call them, those rubber boots, fashion. Have you noticed that? They come in fashion here. Are you wearing a pair of fashion boots? These are boring, they're just black. I saw some like with pink with like spots and polka dots, and she was like, yeah, they're my gum boots. It's good to be here. It's been a pretty awesome year so far. 2010, a lot has happened in my life. I am now a permanent citizen. Yeah, that's a very Norwegian. Fuck, another one. Actually, you know, being Australian and coming to Norway is fucking hard, you know? If you come from like Nigeria and are black and we've got like 97 kids, then they'll give you an apartment and a big bag of money. But you come from Australia, it's like, fuck it. You gotta fill out paper. It's really tough. So I'm now a permanent citizen. That was kind of a big thing. I love that it was my hair. That's what I like about you. Actually, Tommy does the best. We were out with him last night, you know, and it's his 30th birthday. He has the same look on his face when he's saying he's very excited because he's just turning 30, as if you just said somebody got killed. You know, it's like, yes, I'm very excited. Can't you see? I've never seen that, but you guys in Scandinavia do that pretty much in general across the board. It's like you don't have emotions or something, or you don't like communicate. Like, I like to lose my shit and smash stuff, you know, break up with people like, fuck you, and then pick up a computer and throw it at the wall, and you're like, you guys have no actual reactions, you know, like, I watched a couple break up, it's like, yeah, we should not see each other, okay. Good luck, yes, good luck, okay. Really, really weird. So doesn't it get angry a little bit inside, that you're just like, and you're just like, and you're like, no. I don't really understand that. What is it about the Scandinavian people? It's kind of crazy. It's cool. I like traveling around Norway. I've got an apartment in Oslo now. Now I've actually been starting to live in Kristiansand a bit, and I like this country a lot. When I first came over here, I used to spend a lot of time hacking on this town and like making fun of it because it was always such a odd place to me. Like, it's the rainiest place on the planet, and you fucking people just love it, you know? Like, that to me is just such an odd concept. You wake up in the morning, rain, yeah, we love it. You know, like, you know, it's the rainiest place, right? Yeah, it is. It fucking rains all the time. I used to make fun of this. I could never understand it. Like, I still don't know. Do you actually bother drying your clothes, or do you just put them in a washing machine and like wash, and then take it out and like, fuck it, put it on. Because as soon as you walk out, it's something wet as hell. But I used to spend a lot of time making fun of that, but actually, I've been coming to Bergen quite a bit now, and I'm starting to think this town is fucking awesome. And actually, yeah. In fact, actually, Bergen above all of them, maybe Stavanger a little bit and Kristiansand, but Bergen, you're like proud because you're telling us, Stavanger, yes. It's a nice little village. You're like, yeah, we've got 12 people. That's the village. It's like, it's wicked. But I like these towns more because that's more what it is to be Norwegian, I think, than, like, Oslo's fucking boring. If they don't like the buildings there, what the hell are you guys making out in the front row? Comedy show, you're like, hey baby, let's kiss. This is where you make your big moment right now? Like, that takes some fucking balls. I gotta give you that, man. Like, I've never actually seen that ever in a comedy show. I've seen a lot of fucked up shit. I've seen people puke, seen people walk out disgust. I've never seen somebody say, that joke was pretty funny. Now give me a kiss, baby. It's like, you're from Stavanger? Like, okay, yeah. Are you his cousin? Yeah, and that's your sister, right? Of course, small towns. Totally distracted where I was going with this point, But that's right, Oslo boring. Yeah, but but Oslo is kind of fucking boring. If they don't like a building, they just kind of like bulldoze it down and build another grey box or something. It's disgusting. That's what I like about Bergen is the heritage and the history of this place. It's awesome. Like, have you noticed how none of the buildings are actually straight? Have you noticed that? They're all sort of just like, I guess they were built straight, and then they just went, and the whole town, and it is weird, as a tourist, you come in, I love this house, like the house is all crooked, you walk into a bar, you never know how to stand, or if you're drunk, it's just like, the walls are like this, and you feel like you got to stand this way as well to make it make sense. It's just an awkward feeling, like, it's good to be here. No, I'm not pissed, I'm trying to find which way is right. But it's weird, like all the buildings, you got one building like this and another one crashed, pushing on this one, and you kind of sitting there going, what kind of architect designed this? And then you look behind you, see this big fucking rock just holding them all up. You're like, ooh, a good one, obviously. He was really creative. I even actually learned a new word in this country, and I believe you say, it said smo? Smo, yeah. And it means little road. Yeah, little road. Smoke. This is really near it. Yes, that's correct. This is actually the first one that I've actually. Not many people. Now you're actually really informative. Yes, it's a smooth. It's an alley. It's a very yeah, but it means little road. We call them a goat trail in Australia because goats can walk along them. But everybody here was like, no, Bergen is really famous because every road in Bergen is a smoke. And I just I don't mean to be rude, but isn't every road in Norway a smoke? Yeah, seriously, I was looking at this little goat trail going up the side of this mountain. I was like, is that a smo? And they're like, no, that there is actually the E6. Kind of weird, actually. I never really appreciated this too until recently that you guys actually holiday in a very different way too. Like when you take your summer holidays and you go out and do shit, it's kind of different from the way I do it. Like I actually have a plan and a destination. I'm like, I'm going to go to England. And I get on a plane and go, and I land there. But you guys, when you holiday, you just you go into the woods. That's what you're going. You're like, where are you going? Into the woods. Well, where are you going? I have no fucking idea. And you do that every single time, and someone comes around and you get your fishing rod or your kit, you're like, I'm off into the woods, and you're fucking happy, and you go and buy yourselves, and I'm off! And then 6 weeks later, you come out and you're like, that was the best holiday I've ever had. And I'm like, where did he go? I have no fucking idea. It was awesome. I even thought this was like a rare thing, but then you made a TV show with this guy called Lars Monsen, who made a career out of getting fucking lost. Have you seen this guy? All he does, every episode does, so I'm lost. And I gotta find the way home. I love that guy. It's kind of cool, actually. I never really actually appreciated how incredible your mountain ranges and fjords are until I actually got to do a show up in Bardufoss and I took a plane from here. Because I've flown up there from Oslo, and that's kind of, you go up above the clouds, you don't see an inky land. Didn't really care, but from here it was like, to start with, you got this propeller with a plane with a propeller on it. That was really hard for me to say. A plane with beep, pop, pop, pop. But you had this, it was a little plane with a propeller on it, so it took off and you have to clear these big fucking mountains, and they're right beside the airport, which is kind of a, it's kind of incredible. But we took off in this plane, and it's exactly like I've seen in the postcards, but the scale is the thing that I didn't really appreciate, is just how majestic these mountains are. They're like these massive skyscrapers that go from the water straight up into to the clouds and snow, and then straight back down, and then straight up again, and then straight back down. And then you get like 4 mountains in or 4 mountain ranges in, and then you see this little red house in the middle of nowhere. Like, what person hates people that much that they want to live in that fucking house? It's like somebody just got up and go, I hate fucking all of you people. I'm off into the woods. Once again, I thought this was a rare thing, and then again you made another TV show called Ingen kan trova någon kan bo. And there's millions of you fuckers out there. It's incredible. They always find this crazy redhead bitch with like long hair out of her nose and this wiry hair out of her, happy as shit but hates everybody. I haven't seen anybody. Yeah. You like that girl, huh? That's the weird fucking thing, because in this country you always do the census. You like to go, there's only 4.5 million people in Norway. I'm like, that is fucking bullshit. It's probably about 96 million of you fuckers. They just haven't found the rest of you bastards. Out there lost in some fjord. Snow's gonna finally melt and you discover a new dialect. Ooh, we haven't spoken that one since Jesus was alive. It's incredible. I remember it was so amazing, like it kind of hypnotized everybody in this plane just looking at these mountains. It's spectacular. Even the pilot got into it. He was coming on and telling you, like, if you look out the left-hand side of the plane, you'll see Barnabas coming up in the... We missed it. Okay. We're going to be going round up here for a while. Oh, look, there's a little red house. That guy's annoying. And, there's Lars Monson lost with his dogs. Yep. It's season 2. Okay. And we're coming back around, and Barnabas is... Fuck. Okay. Oh, shit, that's Tromsø. I have no idea where I'm going up here. It's kind of weird. We landed in Bardufoss and we looked around at these majestic mountains. It was incredible, these massive mountains. I remember looking there thinking, man, there is no way to get the fuck out of this place. And that was kind of a weird thing. That's when I started to kind of understand a little bit more about your dialects, when that was strange to me. Because it always used to bother me how 2 people could live literally across the road from each other and speak a completely fucking different language. Like, you call it a dialect, but it's a completely different language, like... Because it never used to make sense, because... I'll give you an example. A lot of it I could understand in the beginning. Like, when I first moved to Norway, I moved to Akershus, and I lived in a place called Mommestad. And that was where I... Excellent. You been to Mommestad? You too? Okay. That was actually really clever and nobody got it, okay. Well, maybe it was clever in my head. But I moved to Mommestad and they speak with like a dialect that's kind of, and that I could sort of understand. Like, I was forced to go into school, well not forced, when you're a foreigner and you come here, they give you free Norwegian lessons. And so I went to school to learn your language and I thought that was pretty cool. And that in itself is kind of weird because we learned bokmål, which is how Norwegian is supposed to be spoken. Right? That's what we learned, bokmål. We learned to say things like "Hvordan går det?" One guy understood that part of the language. And like, yeah, but that's what we learned. We learned that sentence and we have to practice on our classmates, which is fucking weird. We have to walk up to people and go, hey, it's like, "Hvordan går det?" Ja. It says, hey, hvordan går det? Ja. Hvordan går det? Ja. And the problem is nobody fucking speaks bokmål, especially even in Akershus. They got a dialect slightly different, They don't say hvordan går det, and that was kind of weird because as soon as I learned that sentence, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go practice. And I ran outside and I'm like, hey, hvordan går det? And the guy's like, åssen er det? Like, ja. That's weird. But they have so many different things, They don't say har det ikke and ska ikke and må ikke. They say things like gak, 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 and like they just crash the words together. You don't sit on the toilet, du sitter på dass. Like I never really understood that. Why do sitter på dass og tar du en dass når du sitter på toilet, eller? Or du sitter på do og tar en dass? Is that dialect? Because in Australian, I'm going to take a shit on the shitter. In Norway, du sitter på dass og tar en do. Or du sitter toilet or das? Das or... I'm so confused. And these dialects I can sort of still understand, but have you ever had the chance to go up to Hashtag? Have you noticed how the people up there, they sound like